What's up? Black men need to take action over letting God fix their life. Now, if there's any black man out there who's trying to self improve, have a grounded black identity, eat healthier, more whole foods, become more financially literate, learn more about black history and who to look up to in black history, coming together with other black men in your community to help the black community rise. I have a guide for all of those things, a deep dive on all of those things. You can find the link for that in the comments of this video, in the description of this video. And if you click on my channel in the bio section, you'll see a link for that. I have a deep guide for that. Check that out if you're interested, if you're trying to increase yourself in those ways as a black man. Now, when we look at what's holding the black community back a lot of the times, and I think historically this has been proven to be true. We tend to put a big emphasis on God finna make everything right. God finna come fix stuff for us. God finna make God gonna set everything straight. And in the black community, we're very religious. Black people are very religious. Black people believe in God, right? But I know that the belief in God or the belief system is not what it's not the solution. It's not fixing our problems. What is going to fix our problems? Taking action is what's going to fix our problems. And I think that we have to switch our culture and our community, and each individual mindset can't be God finna change my individual life. God finna change my circumstances. God finna come in and fix everything. And I think that when you look at a lot of these religious groups, they're waiting on God to come back. They're waiting on Jesus to come down and fix everything. And you got the Hebrew Israelites, they waiting on to make white people their slaves. That's not what I'm pushing. That's not what I'm about, right? I'm about taking action. I'm about doing something about your real life situation and fixing that with taking action, not thinking that something outside of yourself, something that you can't see, is gonna come and mysteriously make everything right. I think a lot of people in the church community, in the black community, get caught up in that hocus pocus type of stuff where God finna magically fix everything and everything finna be right, and that's how things are gonna be. And as I've gotten older, I understood that no, it's taking action. Taking action over everything is what's going to cause you to win, no matter what it is. And that's the goal. And no matter the belief system, right? It's all about who takes action. That's who's going to win at the end of the day in life. That's who's going to be thriving. That's who's going to be prosperous. Whoever sits up and say, my life ain't right, my community not right, my people not right, let me fix that. Because it's up to the men in the black community to fix it. God is not coming to fix it. The white man not finna fix it for you because he puts you in a position a lot of the times. And no other race, no other people, nothing outside of you is gonna fix you when it comes to your personal development, like your personal development in life, when it comes to your community development in life. All these things uh are dependent on you stepping up, not on what God gonna do, not God interfering. A lot of us need to throw away this concept of taking God so literally to where we become passive and we don't do anything for ourselves. Take yourself literally. Take what you have to do to get to where you need to go literally. Be realistic. Take action. Don't get caught up in that hocus pocus. In the black community, we have a bad problem with thinking things are just gonna change out of the blue and it's gonna be all right and God finna change everything and we just gonna continue to not care about our situation, right? Because black people are in a situation, but it's too many people caught up in, I'm gonna just live my life. I don't care about all this, X, Y, and Z. But we have to have men who want to see the black community rise, who want to see the black men rise. And those men need to come together and start enforcing a change in the community so we can be prosperous, because it's so many it's so many things in our community that hold us back. And I think religion and God can be one of those things. And I've spoken many, I don't know if I've spoken that much about it, but I remember I made a video talking about how we need to embrace and we need to learn from uh the ultra Orthodox Jewish community. And one thing I had looked up was, you have to look at the birth rates with a lot of things when it comes to the black community. I like to look at stuff like that. And you see the close knit communities, they live longer, they have more kids, they have a more prosperous community, right? And I think that the thing we have to start embracing is coming together again. The things we have to start embracing is looking for each other, and coming together with each other. It's not about becoming God or any type of hocus pocus spiritual type of stuff. I think that we have to understand how valuable personal and communal relationships are, and I think that when we start to look at the black community, you start to see that's what we really need. And I want to see us take over, not as far as take over other people, but I want to see us grow and thrive and be strong. And I think that it's a lot to learn from other communities, because we're in a place where we're not coming together like that. We don't take the church serious anymore or anything like that, and it's just so many things we have to work on. But I think that they have to be worked on. You can't think that God is going to come and fix everything. And it doesn't have to be around a religious, it doesn't have to be surrounded around like a religious context. We can come together and self-improve and just help our communities in ways where we're going to be happier, healthier, have a higher quality of life, have bigger families. All those things matter, because I think that at the end of the day, that's what matters more than money, materialism. And in America, especially in Black America, we got this materialism and superficialness in us where, oh, I gotta flex and I gotta have a lot of money, I gotta have chains on. And that's what our culture is about a lot of times, and it's backwards, because it's kind of away from coming together with the community. It's away from having a prosperous community, right? It's all about the individual rising up, and then that's it, them being successful, and then them promoting a lifestyle that it doesn't really reinforce positivity or anything positive. It reinforces negativity and things that cause the culture to go, to be self-destructive. And so we really have to start looking at what we really need to do. And I think the one of the first things we have to understand and change our mentality around is God. And I think that once we start to care more about ourselves and not place this emphasis on God doing something for us, or this other being coming in and magically making everything right, and we start being realistic with ourselves and say, okay, if I want to see a change in my community, I need to step up and do something about it. I need to start implementing that. I need to start, make a movement around it. I need to, do as much as I can to change that in reality with real steps, not praying about it, not asking God to change it. No, you have to change it. It's up to you. So it's up to me. It's up to all of us. Peace out.